Well, hi everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Wednesday morning. It's shortly after 7 o'clock and a little bit of a breezy morning out there. The winds came down a little bit overnight though. The strongest winds are currently in the southeastern half of the area. We've got some mid and upper level clouds rolling through this morning, so partly to mostly cloudy skies to start. These clouds will thin out later this morning into this afternoon, so a lot more sunshine this afternoon. Very mild temperatures out there today. As for the winds, they'll pick back up today. The strongest winds are going to be in the eastern half of the area. We could see gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. I think the strongest winds out here to the east. Not as much wind back here to the west as you get closer to that low pressure right there. So some winds only 5 to 15 miles per hour, and that corresponds with where the warmest temperatures will be today. So everybody's going to be milder, but the best weather is going to be right in here in the southwest. Here comes a cold front approaching from the northwest this evening. Out ahead of it, a mild evening with strong southerly winds continuing. Behind it, O'Neill to North Platte to Imperial northward. You're going to be behind that front by midnight. Rain starts to move in. North winds bring in colder temperatures. There's the change to snow off to the northwest. Let's push it through the rest of the nighttime hours as that cold front will come through the Tri-Cities probably right about there, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, and then into southeastern areas by 7 a.m. So southeastern Nebraska still on the mild side ahead of that front. Temperatures dropping into the 30s and 20s behind the front. I'll show you that in just a bit. And look at those north winds. They're starting to scream a little bit out of the north. We may see gusts to 40, 45 miles per hour tomorrow morning. Rain, maybe some sleet changing to snow. Now, one thing about the rain, once it starts to get down to 32 degrees, this rain could begin to freeze on the ground. Even if it's not raining anymore and it's changed to snow, all the pre-existing rain will freeze. So that's called a flash freeze. So that's one concern. We've got potential for ice. Probably going to be early tomorrow morning in these areas, and then through the morning hours, more areas we'll see changing to ice. A little bit of light sleet accumulation. I don't think we'll see too much, but some snow accumulation and blowing snow will be the biggest concern. Now let's take you through. Let's go to about 9, 10 o'clock right about. Let's go 10 o'clock right there. So still raining in the southeast. Some sleet, snow in the Tri-Cities now by that point. By mid-morning we should be changing to snow. Notice the snow gets heavier the farther northeast you go. And with winds picking up by noon, we're now talking winds of gusting to 50 miles per hour, maybe stronger. So blowing snow is going to be a big problem. We're talking about very difficult driving conditions. Probably worse the farther northeast you go. Would not be surprised if we're seeing blizzard conditions up here to the northeast. Still maybe a mix or rain in the southeast, but again, rain freezing once it gets colder. Some of this moisture then scooting to the east. Let's take you to 2 p.m. Tri-Cities probably wrapping up by mid-afternoon. The rest of the afternoon should be done in eastern Nebraska by the end of the afternoon, but the winds are still strong, gusting up to 55 miles per hour in the afternoon. So even when the snow is done, some snow existing on the ground may blow around a little bit. So blowing snow still could be a problem. Into the evening hours, the wind's still pretty strong, but slowly coming down a little bit overnight. Skies clearing up, so partly to mostly clear skies out there. A few extra clouds up north. Wind still a little blustery out of the northwest early Friday morning. Well, they'll be up there around 15 to 20, maybe 25 miles per hour. Gusts to 35 miles per hour. But not as bad as during the daytime of Thursday. All right, let's first get to the advisories and the warnings, and keep in mind this is going to change sometime today. Now, right now we have winter weather advisories in purple from York, Hamilton, and Hall County westward all the way to North Platte to Lincoln County, Frontier County also included, and then you go north from there. Valley and Sherman County, Kippahaw, Rock and Brown County, Blaine and Loop County, Custer County, and then up into the Sand Hills outside of the Local 4 viewing area. This starts at 1 a.m. and continues till 7 p.m. The exception, our south central Nebraska counties right here, goes until 10 p.m. Also till 10 p.m. right here for the winter storm watch, till 7 p.m. for the rest of these areas. Basically, I think the Weather Service out of Hastings is anticipating maybe some continued blowing snow even after the snow is gone, at least through the early evening hours. Really, I think the worst conditions will be done by the time the sun sets, though. Winter storm watch in here in blue. Eventually, this is either going to be upgraded to a winter storm warning sometime today, or potentially some of these counties a blizzard warning. I think the blizzard warning could be right in here. We'll see what the Omaha National Weather Service does. You have the North Platte National Weather Service that covers this area here. Hastings National Weather Service covers these counties here. And then the Omaha Weather Service covers these counties right in here. But again, this will be upgraded sometime today to either a winter storm warning or a blizzard warning, depending on where you live. Let's look at potential snowfall totals. And again, impacts will be greatest in the northeast. 3 to 6 inches, maybe 7 inches of snowfall out of the system are expected in northeastern areas. You go to the west here, north central Nebraska, 2 to 4 inches, maybe 5 inches, but 2 to 4 inches with isolated higher amounts. 1 to 3, 0 to 2. 1 to 3, Columbus, maybe closer to 4, 0 to 2, right in here. Tri-Cities, I'm currently thinking 0 to 2, maybe 3 inches of snow. But right now, probably 0 to 2. But even an inch or two of snow blowing around is going to cause difficult travel conditions. It'll be very difficult to see at times. But again, conditions get worse the farther northeast that you go. Very little expected over southeastern areas. So that's kind of the potential for snow that we could be seeing. But let's look at the positive for today. Highs into the 60s, lower 70s, maybe even mid 70s in southwestern areas. I would not rule out 70 in the Tri-Cities. I'm not going there, but hey, a surprise 70, nobody's going to complain about that. Tonight, here are your lows by tomorrow morning. Look at that, 40s in the southeast, even near 50, but most of us will drop back into the 30s and 20s. Now, your official highs for tomorrow, but keep in mind, many of these highs are going to be extremely early in the day. Some of you, this will be well before sunrise tomorrow that we see these highs. This is how the temperatures will actually play out. This is 7:45 tomorrow. Temperatures drop through the morning, maybe recover only a little bit in the afternoon, but the winds will make it feel so much colder anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be a chilly and blustery day out there tomorrow. Tomorrow night into Friday morning, we're down into the upper teens and lower 20s for overnight lows. Friday itself, with partly to mostly sunny skies, highs will be in the 30s and lower 40s, maybe in the 20s up north. Not a great day out there, but it actually gets worse on Saturday. So we'll take a look at that in just a bit. Let's look at the next 3 days. Again, great today, just a little bit of wind out there. Tomorrow, much, much stronger winds. Falling temperatures will be closer to the upper 20s to near 30 in the afternoon. Rain early, transitioning over to snow sometime around or shortly after sunrise. Snow for much of the day, wrapping up by about mid-afternoon though, but blowing snow could be a big problem. 0 to 2 inches of snow, maybe closer to 3 in Grand Island. That's a big if though, but it's a possibility. So 0 to 2, maybe 3 inches of snow in the Tri-Cities. Windy, not as windy, but still a little windy on St. Patrick's Day and still chilly out there. But then a reinforcing shot of cold air on Sunday. So despite mostly sunny skies on Saturday, I should mean not Sunday, Saturday, we won't even get to 30 degrees despite mostly sunny skies. It's still going to be a little bit breezy as well, so not a real nice day out there. Look at the nighttime hours, a couple of nights down in the teens. Some recovery into the upper 30s on Sunday with less wind. It gets better temperature-wise Monday into Tuesday with highs in the 40s, maybe 50, but some more clouds around, maybe some moisture, a slight chance of light rain or snow Monday. It doesn't look like anything major right now. Snow would probably be earlier in the day when it's colder. I didn't include any moisture in the forecast for Tuesday right now, but it's possible. But right now, just going to go with mostly cloudy skies and breezy out there. As temperatures do come up a little bit into the middle of next week, but maybe a bit of a drop later next week here with another chance of some moisture coming in here. So not a lot of great days ahead. Today by far is the best day of weather. In fact, as you look at the long-range temperature trends, there's today looking great, then colder tomorrow, Friday, the reinforcing shot of cold air on Saturday. Sunday only a little better, Monday a little better, Tuesday a little bit better, but not warming up a lot, just a little bit milder, but not truly warming up as we may get another shot of some cooler air Friday, maybe warming up by the following weekend, which I believe is the last weekend of March already. Hard to believe, but so hopefully maybe it warms up beyond that. We'll see. So that's a long ways away yet though, but again, the big focus of the next 7 days, today the warmth, tomorrow the messy weather expected. All right, well with that I'm going to let you all go. I want to thank you all for watching on this Wednesday morning. It is a Wednesday. I'll see you all again tomorrow as we're beginning to see the rain change over to snow at this time tomorrow morning. Take care and we'll talk to you all later. God bless. Bye.